really out and all 35 yards. Was it a bunny? Something that made it look like 45 yards. So a lot of something that made it look like
and then the bigger targets, they look closer too, because the bigger targets, they look closer too, because it's bigger, it's huge, so it can't be looking at 5 yards, because it can't be a whole lot harder, because
yep. Oh, and here enters the steam. Yep. Oh, and here enters the steam. Each team is made up of one longbow, one barebow. Each is made up of one longbow.
This is the women's team. Right now we have Sweden versus Denmark.
Sweden was ranked number 5 and Denmark number 3.
Should be a great match. Each archer will shoot one arrow at the target. The barebow and longbow shooters will shoot from a different stake than the compound shooter.
The barebow's maximum distance is 30 meters, and the compound's maximum distance is 45 meters.
They're allowed 2 minutes to shoot 3 arrows.
Team will begin with a group 2 animal for that first row of match.
Each team will shoot 4 targets, and the highest score will win. The barebow and the longbow are going up to the stake.
This is Denmark shooting first.
The coaches are allowed to help them judge distance and communicate with them.
And shade them if necessary.
So the team that shoots first will always shoot the left target, and then the lower ranking team or the lower scoring team will shoot first after that. Looks like an 11. And that is a 5.
16 points after 2 arrows.
The compound shooter for Denmark is up next.
She is shooting a bear archery bow, one of the first I've seen on the World Archery Circuit.
That's the only one I've seen out here. I think another Denmark shooter shoots one. That looks like 10 or 11.
Oh, there they go.
26 points for Denmark.
Now we have Sweden.
Nice time.
I think Sweden has the advantage shooting second because you can kind of tell. Well, it lets you know what you need to shoot. Me personally, I like that. I like to know what I need to score.
Also, it helps them judge the distance a little bit better. If they know the last team shot all low, they can add a few meters to their sights or their gap for the longbows. Now, I've seen a lot of archers do this. When they're under a time constraint, they will...
That's an 11 for the longbow shooter. That was a good shot. Here's the barebow shooter.
No, that's longbow. There we go.
Ooh,
another
good
11.
shot.
Wow.
Yeah, Sweden's on the roll.
Here we go. Compound archery.
All she's got to do is put it right between those other 2 arrows. Oh, that's it.
That looks like 10.
Really good shot.
She did well.
Yeah.
So, Sweden's ahead by 4 points. Now the lower ranking team will shoot first.
So Denmark will continue.
It's 11, 11, 10, so 32 we are confirmed.
Alright, they'll move on to their next target.
de la part des juges.
There will always be 2 targets for the teams to shoot at.
One of the good things about today is it's not too windy. The second day we shot this tournament,
It was really windy, and some of the shots were pretty open on the side of a mountain, so there was nothing blocking it. All right, the judge is signaling them.
Denmark will shoot first.
Yep, showing them the scoring rings. So the interesting thing about this tournament that I've never had before is that they actually have a panel up there that has a really close-up picture of the animal, so that you can see the scoring rings on them.
Right.
And it saves time so that you don't have to look through your binoculars first and then see where you need to shoot. The community has really come together to put this on.
They did an excellent job too.
So the
One of the prettiest 3D courses I've ever shot.
saber-tooth tiger, a group 1 animal.
You'll see the people with the signs that just walk past. That's what they do when you're on a 3D range for World Archery. They'll carry it around so that all the spectators can see it without having a stationary flipboard like you would on the target.
Denmark's bare bow's up first.
Yep. Looks like the sun could be in her eyes. There is no shade allowed to be provided.
And I thought there's no shade unless the judges say it's a safety issue.
Yes,
then
yes.
they will give shade. That's one thing that's different in the finals than in scoring or just regular rounds. You're allowed the size of a sheet of paper in it.
Right.
For shade.
All right.
That looks like a 10.
Yeah,
or an
10-8 liner. And the other thing that's hard about this tournament is that no one has ever seen these targets before this week.
Brand new. So
Makes it a little harder for the archers to gauge distance when usually you would know, like, hey, this deer is about this high.
that's a
Yep, she missed. They'll say that these teams rise and fall on the longbow shooters.
Yep. They sure do make it look easy, though.
Yeah, I am so impressed. We're both compound shooters, so
Yes.
it blows my mind that longbows and barebows can shoot as well as they do with no sights. All right, she draws up. Looks like they're shooting across the courtyard.
That's an 8.
Yep, high 8.
Liner Alice.
So that leaves the door open for Sweden to keep their lead and gain on it.
Sweden's got a really good opportunity to put a pretty good amount of points on the board here if they can capitalize on it.
Yeah, but this is 3D archery, so you never know.
Anything can happen.
All right, we walk up to the barebow and longbow stake. So what it looks like is that she's string walking. Yep, so you'll see that she pulls it back below the arrow, and so that's how barebows.
Oh, good
Wow.
shot.
That is
a
incredible.
great shot.
That is a dinger right there.
Yeah. That's a good shot.
Oh, it's still a 5. It's on the target.
Yeah. See, that's 5 points. They've automatically, well, they put 8 points on them right now in just 2 arrows.
Sweden is already ahead with 1 arrow left. Compound shooters basically always need to shoot an 11.
11.
That is what it's expected from all these shooters. She's shooting the Bowtech Fanatic.
Is it 3.0?
I'm not sure. She's got a little shade on her scope too.
11, 10.
They called it as a 10.
Yeah, it's still a good shot though.
Yeah. It looks like they are allowing the coaches to provide shade. So maybe the judges have deemed that it would be a safety issue.
Shade definitely is helpful. Definitely helpful. Sweden put 10 points on them right there.
There you go. It shows how much one miss can affect your whole round.
It's a pretty cool target too, I will say.
Yeah, the details on these targets are incredible.
Yes,
I've never seen
yes, they
anything
are.
like it. All right, they're all glassing the target, see where they need to aim next.
It's a good target right there by Sweden. Really is. That first shot kind of set the tone for them.
All right, the judges are waiting for the official scoring calls.
The crowd seems pleased.
This will be an intense match. It's pretty interesting to listen. You can hear how each country has their own little cheers.
Cheering sections, yep. There's a picture of what the shooters get to look at before they can glass the target.
Yeah.
Those pictures make a big difference because when you know where to shoot before you look at the target through your binoculars, then it definitely speeds things up a little bit.
Yeah, and something that's different about these targets from the targets we shoot back home is that the scoring rings are actually stick out from the target instead of being indented into the target.
Ours are burned in when the target's made.
Which actually makes the scoring rings harder to see, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, especially on a black target.
Looks like Denmark's sweating a little bit. It is pretty hot out here.
Yeah, it is.
These archers are shooting in the courtyard of the Palace of the Popes, which I actually took a tour of earlier today. It is amazing. The Pope actually used to live here before it was moved back to Rome as the center of Catholicism.
We are going to proceed.
Yeah, I went and had lunch. I didn't. I was hungry. It's been a long day.
And both teams will shoot against the Thylacine. It's a kind of...
All right, you can see the scorekeepers there with the sign showing the crowds.
Sweden is up by 15. Can't quite see the score.
Yep.
But that could change at any minute. You live and die by the longbow shooters. One miss and it's a different game.
Yeah. All right, they're walking to their next target.
Yep, Denmark will be shooting first.
Ooh, that looks like a close one.
Does. We judge the distance, coaches allowed.
Looks like the coach was using part of his hand to be able to gauge the distance. And a lot of countries and a lot of different people have many different ways of judging distance.
I've never learned the tactic of using your hand. I always do what's called ground walking.
Yes. All right, you can see she string walked that.
Good shot.
All right, there you go.
That was a good shot.
And that is a really small animal also.
Yep.
When I first came here, I thought that the animal size was directly related to the distance, but little did I know that meant nothing.
Yep, that's a tough shot.
All right, the long bow.
It's
And
a
a 5. Yep. Longbows are required to shoot wooden arrows, and they are not allowed to string walk.
Here's the compound shooter.
It looks like she has some kind of release apparatus hooked up to her arm.
Oh, good shot.
All right.
That looks like an 11. So a 10, 11, and a 5, or possibly an 11, 11, 5. That's a strong target for Denmark. They needed that.
Yep, Sweden comes up to the stake, checking out what the target looks like in the photo.
Still can't see if that's a 3.0 or a 2.0.
Yeah. All there's our barebow shooter. You can see the people in the background standing up on one of the levels of the palace.
She's string walking. That's an 8.
Yep, that's an 8 just on the line low.
Her right or left was right.
Yep, here's the longbow shooter. Ooh,
That's
and an
another
8.
8. Another
Yeah,
8.
there you go. Longbow pulled it out.
That was the compound.
She's glassing it one more time before she shoots. I've seen a lot of shooters hold their releases in the mouth because World Archery no longer allows you to hook a thumb release on the string and leave it there while you glass the target.
Her coach is giving her shade.
It looks like she's getting shade on her face rather than on her scope.
That's a 10.
Yeah.
26 points to 26 about third hand
Tied.
between Sweden and
Tied
Denmark.
on that target.
Yeah.
Voilà, sur cette troisième
Something
volée,
drastic will
de ce
have to
match parmi les
happen
deux
for
bronzes.
Denmark to come back in this, but you never know.
26 points pour les deux équipes.
It certainly would be a lot easier if Denmark was shooting second right now.
But they are definitely at a disadvantage.
Yeah, 15 points
Are those
behind.
pearls in a clan?
Looks that way.
I have never seen that target
I did
before.
not, I did
Wow.
not shoot that target.
That is really interesting.
Yeah.
I guess are pearls animals? I don't think so.
No, pearls are not. That's why you wear them.
Well,
The clam.
yeah, but oh well. We'll have to ask someone about that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought 3D targets had to be animals, but maybe they're changing that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. So what a lot of archers will do is they'll try to gauge the target before they go up so they have a better idea of it. So you can gauge the target from where you're standing and then gauge it to where the stake is and do a little math in your head and get a pretty good idea so that you have a better guess for when you're up there. All right, the agents are pulling the arrows.
Denmark is waiting to shoot.
I'm sure they're anxious to shoot their last target to see if they can pull it back.
Oh, yeah. They've done a great job getting here. It's just tough to get in the spot that they're in, you know.
And also in a new place with tons of people where they've never shot before.
Yeah. They need a really strong target here.
Nature Foam is the brand of the targets, these brand new ones that no one has ever seen before. They're one of the big target companies here in Europe. And we do not have them in the States, even though I would really like to. These targets have been quite creative.
Yes, they have. We have Delta McKenzie and Reinhardt.
Reinhardt's actually making a new zombie target, so we'll see if we see that on some courses someday.
I know in ASAs they're adding the turkey back. So that should be interesting.
Okay.
The turkey and the running boar.
Interesting. And then, of course, the Reinhardt tournament where they have Bigfoot that you shoot at.
Oh, yeah. Was the Reinhardt 100, is that what it's called?
Yeah, yeah. And Reinhardt 3D is a little different than World Archery 3D and ASA 3D because it has a big orange spot that target archers like a little bit more.
A little easier to see.
All right.
A lot easier to see.
Denmark going up to the stake. So the team has 5 members right now. I think you just saw the 5th member go by. They have the 3 archers, the coach, and then what I call the schlepper, who carries the backup bows, the water, the snacks, the backpacks, the emergency bow supplies.
The pack mule.
But he is not allowed to pass the target number.
Yeah.
Il y a la BRC qui peut l'avoir. D'accord. Okay.
All right, going up to shoot the pearls.
Right, they need a good round here to
at least make it possible for a comeback. They'll be shooting the left pearl. And the clam does not count as part of the scoring ring.
The pearls actually look pretty big. I saw them on the target. They looked a lot smaller.
All right, let's see what this is. And that may have been a miss.
Looks like the first arrow was an 8.
Oh, yeah.
And that is a 5 right there.
There you go.
First arrow is just a little bit high. The compound's turn.
Yeah. She's learning from her teammates that it may be a little closer than they thought.
Yeah, the compound's job is to really get 11s.
Yeah, you can see the coach wearing a stopwatch because the judge will signal with a yellow card for 30 seconds, but only the coach can really count it down. All right, and an 11.
An 11. Good shot.
That is a dead pearl right there.
Yeah. See what Sweden can do.
Denmark definitely finished strong, whatever happens.
Yep.
All right, the bare bow and the long bow walk up to the stake. Sounds like the crowd thinks it's a good shot.
It's a 10.
And it is.
That is a good shot. It's a 5.
Yeah.
It's okay though.
Yeah.
Looks like Sweden's got this one.
Yep. The compound shooter just needs to shoot a 5 to win. All right.
That would be an 11.
Sweden is the winner.
It's a good match.
They are the 3D world champions. Great job.
They shot really well. Really, really well. Up next, we have France and Italy men's team.
They are going for the bronze medal. Okay, I was wrong. The women's team, that was the bronze medal match. So Sweden got bronze. And Denmark got 4th, which is still incredible.
Yes, yes. Both teams shot really well.
Some people think that bronze medal matches are even more stressful than gold and silver because in those matches you're guaranteed a medal. But in a bronze medal match, the loser goes home with nothing.
Yep. Then after this bronze medal match, we'll have the women's gold medal match and then the men's gold medal match. And then we'll move on to individual. I might have to make a trip down there. Cool off a little bit.
All right. Here we have Germany and Sweden.
That will be our first target.
A lot of the archers are wearing long sleeves, not because it's cold, but because of the sun. So they'd rather be a little warm than be sunburned.
I'd rather be sunburned than sweating.
Yeah.
That's just how I am.
All right, the German archer towering over the Swedish one.
See what target they're going to shoot here.
All right, Swedish archer is shooting first. Oh. And it looks like a 10-8 liner. And that is a 5.
5 high. So Sweden takes the lead by 3 on the first arrow.
Yeah. Unlike a lot of sports, height is not always an advantage in archery.
Well, if you're trying to get speed, long arms can definitely help you out.
Yeah, but there's
Draw
also
length
more
and
to go
stuff.
wrong in
That's
between the
true.
arms. So,
That is true.
all right, there go the agents. You know, I tried to trade shirts with one of the judges, and shockingly, they said no. But I don't know why.
Yeah, it's just a judge shirt. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
why do you want a judge shirt anyway?
because it's awesome.
It's a judge shirt.
Because I could look like a judge then. That's
Just-
probably why they didn't want to give
Yeah,
it to me.
probably so. Just walk out on the next range, be like, 5 right there. I haven't even shot 5.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Start ejecting people from the field like baseball. All right. Looks like the Swedish archer is ready to shoot.
Arrow number 2. They both seem pretty calm and collected.
All right, looks like 8s.
Both of them.
That one saber-tooth tiger is still in the shade. Did not seem to affect the German.
Yep, 8s for both of them. So the Sweden is still up by 3.
16-13. Donc voilà, la représentante suédoise qui conserve son avance en réalisant 8 points à 8 points donc sur cette deuxième.
All right, getting a good idea of their scoring rings for the next target. Okay, we'll see what they're shooting this time. Oh, it looks like they're looking at the gargoyle.
Gargoyle, yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
You can see the scoring rings a little better now that the sun's lower.
Yes, you can.
Looks like both archers are shooting Hoyt risers.
Oh, no, she's shooting a win and win.
The win and win limbs.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
That
Ooh.
looks like a good shot.
Yeah, it looks like a low 8. And a 10 maybe. Yep.
See what they give him. It's a tough target.
Only 1 point between them. Let's see what they call it. All right, they're getting their arrows back from the agents. The archers are always sure to inspect their arrows before they get them back, because anything can happen on these targets.
And if you shoot a broken arrow, it's probably not going to work out in your favor.
Yeah, I got to be sure to check the fletches and points and everything.
Yeah.
Scoring the gargoyle. You can tell by the way the arrows went in that that angle is pretty extreme.
Yes, it is.
All right, last target for these archers.
Let's see it.
You can hear the judges radioing the scores back to World Archery up here. They still have not called those arrows.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see.
May just come both zeros. And
That would be terrible. All right, here they go. Last target. Trying to calm their hearts, stay focused, not think about the potential for a gold or silver medal here.
Still waiting on those arrows to be scored.
Looks like a high right 10 and an 8. All right. Okay, Sweden with the win. Both archers with a smile on their face. That's always good to end the match.
It's like Germany would be going home with a silver medal.
Yeah. It's hard not to smile when you get a medal either way.
Yes, it is. That's true.
Décroché par Jessica Lindblom, la suédoise, contre Christina Egelhauser, l'allemande.
Well done, Jessica.
Le plaisir de dire bien fort, donc encore les enchères.
Alrighty, up next we got a bareboat men's.
All right, bronze medals. Bronze medal match
We
for
got France and
Estonia. All right, I'm pretty sure they only brought 2 archers, and to see both of them in the medal matches is pretty impressive.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Smiling for the picture there.
Yep, it's always good to see sportsmanship.
All right. The man from Estonia ranked 14th, and the man from France ranked 6th.
For bronze medal representing Italy, médaille de bronze représentant l'Italie, Cynthia Notiglia. Silver medal representing Germany, médaille d'argent représentant l'Allemagne, Christina Hagenhauser. For gold medal representing Sweden, médaille d'or représentant la Suède, Jessica Lindblom. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for national anthem of Sweden. Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez vous lever pour l'hymne national de Suède.